Uber, the advanced mobile technology that essentially transforms anyone's personal vehicle into an income-generating taxi. With personal drivers available at the tap of a button, rideshare apps are redefining people's relationship with transportation. Since the first Uber cab ride in 2010, Uber has achieved global domination as the leading rideshare app, providing more than 14 million Uber trips every single day across 65 countries. Despite major success, Uber has faced many controversies, including the reputation for paying drivers unlivable wages. My name's Anthony Padilla, and today I'm going to be sitting down with Uber drivers to find out the truth behind working for one of the most popular and controversial apps on the entire planet. Do these drivers usually face 5-star worthy passengers, or are they left to fend for themselves against the most dangerous travelers? Do these drivers enjoy their job, or have they had their souls sucked dry by the multi-billion-dollar company in charge of their paychecks? Hey, Milan.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Wallace.
What's going on, man?
Yo, dude, Fabian.
Hey, how you doing?
Yo, I'm good. Thank you so much for coming out and teaching me about the wondrous world of Uber driving.
No problem, my friend. That's what I'm here for. I got you.
What do you consider yourself? Uber driver, just driver?
Ex-Uber driver.
Oh, ex-Uber driver.
Yeah, no longer drive for Uber.
Technically, I'm just a hustler, so I just get all the money.
Hustling!
An ex-Uber driver.
Ex-Uber driver.
Yeah.
And how long did you drive for Uber?
Probably 2 years.
I would say about 6 to 8 months.
About 8 to 9 months.
Just one child gestation period.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
What does being an Uber driver consist of?
Sometimes it involves people doing things in your back seat that you don't necessarily agree with, but they pay you.
You're expected to have a clean car, a good smelling car, have the AC on. You're expected to let them sit in the front seat.
So does it creep you out when people try to get in the front seat with you?
Low key, it do. Not high key, it do. Because I don't know these people.
What training is required before you can become an Uber driver?
Man, ain't no training.
No training?
Nah.
So they don't check your driving skills at all?
No, they just check the car and make sure the car is not going to explode.
So they care more about the car than the driver?
That's a good point.
What's been your most bizarre experience driving for Uber?
First day driving for Uber, about my 4th ride in. I remember this. I picked up the gentleman from MGM. He just needed to go to Caesar's Palace. Okay, he gets in the front seat, which I know people do that. Not awkward. And then when I dropped him off. He stayed in the car for a second and we were talking. Leans in to like right about here to kiss me.
Is he puckered?
And I was like, whoa, dude, whoa. And he's like, oh, sorry.
He's like, I thought you were picking up what I was laying down.
Yeah, as if I gave him some vibes that I wasn't aware that happened.
I just picked up these 2 chicks from a restaurant, and I hear like burping in the back.
Oh!
And then I hear like her trying to roll down the window.
Oh, are you looking in your rearview mirror? Like,
I'm like, what the hell is going on? I was like, what are you doing? She's like, ugh. And then she ends up puking all on the side of my door and inside like the window because she rolled it down.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's hard to clean.
So I pull up and this lady comes and she's drunk, right? But she looks like she's still able to, function. So she gets in the car and she starts crying.
Oh, it got a little too deep.
I was like, are you okay? And she was like, my husband, we just broke up. And she was like, do you want to come in? And I was like, sure, I'll come in. Go in the house and it's real nice. She's like, do you want something to drink? And she goes, I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I sit down. She goes, she disappears. And I'm like, where is this lady at? I was like, trying to tip out. Here she comes. She's like, oh, you're leaving? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
But get this. Why is she in some sexy now though?
She comes out of her room wearing sexy garb.
Yeah. Closing my eyes like, I gotta go. I gotta keep driving. Like kind of closing my eyes. I don't want to look at her. Like, I don't want to get turned on by her because she is a nice looking woman.
Yeah, right. Is there a lot of under the table stuff going on? Like, will you exchange phone numbers so you just bypass Uber directly and hand cash to the driver?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I had this guy, his name was Jason. He was a professional poker player. He would just hit me up when he's in town for poker tournaments, and he would give me like $100 for like a 20-minute ride.
And Uber, the man, never has to hear about it.
Good people.
Yes.
Uber.
Ender Purple wants to know if there's ever been a moment where you are afraid the passenger that you picked up was going to kill you.
Maybe not killed me,
Yeah.
but there was this one dude that it was like 4 a.m. It's a little questionable area. There's a lot of working ladies in the area. I picked him up and I was like, hey man, he got in the front seat as well.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, how's your night going? How's it been? He's like, he was super drunk. He's like, oh, it sucks. I'm like, why? And he's like, I didn't get any ladies. I'm like, oh, okay. And he was just telling me about how he had a horrible night with the ladies. And then he realized his last option was the Uber me. And then he just kept questioning me. He's like, so do you like guys? Are you into guys? Like, you ever try it? And then like, I got to his destination. He kept asking me, like, would I be with, like, and this was like a big dude.
Were you threatened by him?
It's a little bit.
So I was picking up this older white guy, and he was super drunk, right? And he said we had to go pick up his wife. And she was like at someone's house in this like nice neighborhood, this party, whatever. So he calls her, and I can't really hear the conversation, but I know we go to the house.
Yeah.
And there's like cops in front of the house.
Someone's
So then-
getting arrested?
Yeah. So then we drive past the house, then his wife is on a corner waiting for us to pick her up. So then she hops into the car. And then the cops are like, come around. They're like, go, 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 go. The cops were coming for her.
You were hired as a getaway car?
Yes, I had no clue.
Wait, so you ran away from cops?
Went about my night and went home after that. It was too much for me after that.
You know what? I did have a creep in the back seat of the car. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that's when I was like, you know what? All creeps next time will sit in the front.
Were you like listening to every sound that he was making in the back seat?
Everything. I'm like, okay, he on the phone now. You know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't have no pistol. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have no shank. I don't have nothing.
Small Scone wants to know how much the rating system really affects Uber drivers.
No, I was 4.9, bro.
You had a 4.9 rating?
It was 4.9.
Yo, we got a 4.9 rated Uber driver in this room right now. Holy dude.
Thank you.
What's the most money you've made in a single shift?
Maybe like 200 something.
Including tips, I want to say like 300.
I would say between 300 and 400.
What's the most annoying thing passengers frequently do?
Grab your aux cord.
Asked me to turn on my AC.
You're like, I don't want
Like,
to turn this on. You know how much
y'all-
more gas this takes?
Y'all barely tip.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And you expect me to turn the AC on.
Yeah.
And it's not even that hot outside, really.
If there's one thing you would say to everyone watching who uses Uber, what would it be?
Be nice to Uber drivers and be respectful. Don't leave in the car. Don't puke.
What do you think the biggest misconception about Uber drivers is?
That Uber drivers, like cashing in.
Really?
Yeah, cashing in. I only clocked in for like 2 hours and I got $1,000.
People think that Uber drivers get to make their own schedule and that they're just rolling in the dough.
For the most part, to roll in the dough, you gotta be clocked in for hours.
Yeah. What do you feel about traditional taxi drivers' gripes with Uber? You know,
they mad.
saying that they're taking all their service.
I think it's true. Don't you still have to call for a taxi? Like,
Yeah.
call the number
think
and
most
wait
places.
for like 30, 45 minutes?
Most places, yeah.
Yeah, that's whack.
What was the best part of driving for Uber?
Definitely the stories. If there's anything
Yeah.
that I gathered from, other than the money,
Yeah.
the stories.
Just freedom. That's one thing with me. I love my freedom, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So-
what was the worst part of driving for Uber?
Inconsiderate, I guess you could say. There was
Yeah.
this one dude, I picked him up. He sat directly behind me, which was weird. Don't do that. That's just weird, bro.
Wait, so if you get into an Uber, don't sit right behind the person?
Yes, especially if like you just got done eating something. I don't know. He was drunk and he burped, bro. He burped and it engulfed my face. It was so gross.
So you were just hotboxing in the insides of his stomach?
Yes.
Subscribe to Anthony Padilla right now or else I'll piss in your backseat.
You got 5 seconds to shout out, promote anything you want directly to camera. Go.
Please support my business, Nooks and Crannies Cleaning Services, Crannies with a K.
Donate to PETA, I guess. Do good things in the world. Be a good person. I got a cat and a dog. They're good.
Check out my Instagram. I got 2 for my videography, Shot by Wallace, and for my music, Manifest Wallace project dropping in September.
Thank you so much, Fabian.
Thank you, man.
Dude, I feel like I fully understand the wondrous world of Uber drivers.
I try. I do it for you, man.
After spending the day with Uber drivers, I've come to realize just how demanding this job can be. I know next time I use a rideshare app, I'll be more mindful of how much pressure these drivers face on a daily basis. See you later, bye guys.
Press a like, people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now Like, what's your perception of Uber drivers now, though? I mean,
I don't even really like Uber drivers.
why don't you like Uber drivers?
Uber drivers are usually dicks. I only do Lyft.
Betrayal